Out front, but Case Bolt running him down in second position. Here comes Tim Dome in third. Chad Stapleton in that 4 spot. 3 laps in the books.
Back straight away into turn 3. Jared Hawkins from Fairmont, West Virginia, leading the way. Second spot is again Steve Casebolt for Richmond, Indiana, and Cross Lane, West Virginia native Tim Dome, the showstopper, in third. That's the way they stand for the top 3. It's right now Jayhawks to lose. He exits off of turn 4. He's trying to pocket 122.50. We've got 2. We just passed halfway. 5 on the books. 3 to go. They're back to 1.
Hawkins out front, about a second lead. And problems for Kenny Howe. He's going to slow down the front stretch. He's going to pull to the infield. 2 to go for the leader. Hawkins out front. Casebolt still in second. Tim Dome in third.
Back straight away, Jared Hawkins leads the way. Steve Casebolt less than 2 seconds back in second. Tim Dome for third. They'll come to the line of the white flag for the money dash. Someone's going to win 122.50. The driver will as well. We'll find out who. Mike Goins, bring him home.
Looks like he is going to be uncontested. Coming off of turn number 4. Taking the checkered flag. Jared Hawkins takes the win. Casebolt comes home in second. Tim Dome in third. Chad Stapleton's going to come home in 4th spot. So we'll get Jared Hawkins back down here to the front stretch. And then we'll get right into our B main event. Here's the lineup for the B main. Going to make the call, so row 5's not there. Row number 6, the 81 machine of Josh Francis. The 23M of Cody Mahoney. They've had all kinds of problems, and you see the 27 machine of Lauren Longbreak. They make those repairs and come back out. So missing 2 cars. Mike, not right now. Jeremy Meisel in the 4th and final transfer spot. Austin Burns sits in 5th, and problem.
Wow.
Meisel and Naylor get around. Burns going to get caught up in it.
2-car incident, bottom of the racetrack in turn 3, and we go under caution.
Not sure what happened over there, but look up and seen Blake Naylor looping around. Jeremy Meisel was hard on the brakes behind him. He's able to keep going, and the 22 machine of Austin Burns caught up in it. One lap in the books. Chris Garnes out front. Only 1 lap recorded. You see Austin Burns looks like he's going to drive away. You're not really sure what happened to Blake Naylor. A young man in that Senior Home Care Unlimited 91S machine looping around. So Austin Burns able to drive away, and now we see Blake Naylor able to drive away. Both of them going to have their hands full to try and drive their way back up through this B main field. But look at the 23 machine of Cody Mahoney.
That's right.
Cody, of course, always a fast runner, and I believe this may be the first time, maybe the second night, driving for Mike Unger, and they've had problems here tonight with the transmission and had all kinds of issues qualifying, and then did not really run but a lap there in the heat race, but started all the way back, scheduled to start 12th, so he actually started 10th here in this heat race and is already up into battle for a transfer spot.
Taking four in this one and only B main. The native out of Ripley, West Virginia, Chris Garnes, former fast track competitor, building his resume up into now super late model. Here at Buckeye Late Model Dirt Week opener at Atomic. Back to the line, green in the air. Garnes will get the jump. Problems. 23. Cody Mahoney still off the pace on the restart off of turn 2. Will still stay green, Mike, out of 3.
Now it looks like he started to take back off again. Meanwhile, he's all the way on the tail. Garnes out front. Jeremy Meisel now up to second position.
Oh, up the wall! Going up the wall! Rim riding it! 2 wheels on 4! 69, Jeff Warnick's car going up the outside retaining wall under the flag stand, coming down on all 4s. And Mike Goins, you got to wonder if he's damaged the undercarriage of the bird cage of the car. It slammed back down hard on the racetrack going into turn 1.
Did come back down hard, but it looks like he's kind of checking it out, going to try and drive away as he's rolling down the backstretch as the pack has caught up to him.
For a second there, he thought he was Evil Live and Travis Pastrana.
Well, either way, it didn't pan out for him as he'll have to restart from the tail. And again, only 2 laps in the books here, so long ways to go.
So the B-Main underway, the one and only B-Main here for the Ultimate Mid-Ohio Valley Battle of the Bluegrass Super Late Model Series for the 4th annual opening night of the Buckeye Late Model Dirt Week. Tomorrow night, we're at Moeller Raceway Park. Saturday night, Wayne County Speedway, Napa Auto Parts, Wayne County Speedway. Then next week, we're at Brush Creek Motorsports Complex, and it all culminates with the 5,000 win finale. The provisional up for grabs for the Dirt Track World Championship at Portsmouth Raceway Park in Portsmouth, Ohio, next Saturday. Great shows here. And they got that 3-day modified show here at Atomic Speedway next weekend, too.
Cody Mahoney looks like he's going to call it a night as he pulls to the infield in that 23 machine. Tough break is on that initial start. He was flying up through the field, so not a good start to their Dirt Week program, but I'm sure they'll get it turned around for the remaining races. But coming back to the green flag, Garnes out front. Meisel and Carr are going to be side by side with this double file restart. 2 laps in the books, 10 to go. Here we go, back under green.
Back in the box. Back at the VP Race Fuels making PowerPoint. Green flag in the air. B-Main action for night 1 here at Atomic for Late Model Dirt Week here in the Buckeye State to the back straightaway. Chris Garnes from West Virginia out in front. Second spot, Jeremy Meisel, Travis Carr, James Morey. They're going to the dance if they can hold on. Meanwhile, 24 bouncing off the wall of James Morey. He had the transfer spot. Now he's under attack. And look at Lauren Lornbrake, who messed up in qualifying. She is in the show in 4th out of turn 4.
Still got a long ways to go here in this race. Blake Naylor, the 91S machine, already went to the tail, but he's charging back up, working the high side. And Morey
trouble back straight away. Car number 24. James Morey goes in a fishtail spin on his own. Bottom of the racetrack. Double yellow flags fly. We go back under caution. Wow. I'm telling you, Mike, I am so impressed with that young lady, Lauren Longbrake, in that 27 Kryptonite. She has moved up to 4th. She's in the transfer spot.
Started dead last here, started in 11th and up to 4th. Again, a number of cars have kind of raced their way to the back by various incidents, and others have raced their way forward. So Garnes out front. Jeremy Meisel, always a good runner. And Dirt Week Racing, he's been in the top 10 in points the last 3 seasons in that J52 machine. So back to green this coming time.
She's got Doc Moss and Cornet Racing Engines helping her on the power plant for that super late model number 27. In qualifying, she hit the Euchre tires, missing the pit retaining wall in turn number 3, and has fought her way back. She is in the show. They come back to the VP Race Fuels making PowerPoint. B-Main action backing away at Atomic with Garnes leading the field into 1 on the outside lane, but here comes Meisel back on the inside at a 2.
Meisel going to lose a couple car lengths off of turn number 2, but still has control of second. Here comes Blake Naylor, gets to the outside of long break, now putting some pressure on Travis Carr for third.
Well, they're going to try to stick it 3 wide for third and fourth, and she had it. Now she falls back to the last, now outside looking in, as Blake Naylor takes the fourth spot. They're coming to the line. We're halfway home. 6 down, 6 to go. It is Ripley, West Virginia's Chris Garnes ripping it up in Waverly off of turn 4 here at Atomic.
Still a great battle, third, fourth, and fifth. Someone's going to lose out. Warnick going to pull off the racetrack in turn number 2. Garnes with a big lead out front. Meisel all alone in second, but got a 3-car battle for third, fourth, and fifth.
And that battle continues. 3 cars, 2 men, and a lady. They exit off of turn 4. Lauren Longbreak on the outside looking in. Those 2 cars of Naylor and Carr battle for third and fourth. Licking her chops patiently is going to be Lauren Longbreak. Meanwhile, the hourglass is running short. They come to the line with now 9 laps on the board. We are now 3/4 of the way. 3 laps to go. Garnes leads them back into turn number 3, but a great battle for the transfer spots at a 2.
2 sticks in the air for Chris Garnes with a big lead out front. Meisel in cruise control on second. Great battle for third. Blake Naylor working the bottom of the racetrack. Travis Carr on the outside. That time they switched again. Carr third, Naylor fourth. Long break, just looking for a hole as the white flag waves.
White flag of the air. 1 more lap to go. Hitting his marks. The pride out of I-77 Raceway and Beckley Speedway from Ripley, West Virginia. Like I said, he rips it up here at Atomic in Waverly, Ohio. B-main winner goes to Chris Garnes in 42. Second spot's going to go to Jeremy Meisel in the J52. Third will go to Travis Carr, and Blake Naylor will transfer into fourth. For Long Break, Burns, Lockhart, Morey, Warnick, Francis, and Mahoney, it's what might have been. Pack it up. You might get some tow money, but you are not reigning in those 24 spots for the $3,000 to win, $400 to start opening night. Mike Goins of the Buckeye Late Model Dirt Week.
So good race there as we close it out. We got a B main coming up for modifieds, and then we'll be back into the late model action.
And for those that are joining us on our broadcast coverage on the 3 and Out Sports Network, we will stay live with Mike Goins on the B-Main coverage for the Modifieds. And for those that are checking us out on our Buckeye Late Model Dirt Week Facebook page, we will return when it is time for the 40-lap, $3,000 to win Super Late Model feature. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Here's a lineup for our B-main event. On the pole for the modified B-main event is going to be the 44 machine. That's going to be Davey Warnock. Warnock, of course, has had that car rolling this second time he's been here this season, but he's been a couple other places. So the driver out of Flemingsburg, Kentucky, going to be on the pole. On the outside, the 8P machine, that's going to be Fireball Dave Pinkerton. Row number 2 out of Chillicothe, Ohio, the 99 machine of Dalton Cheney. And on the outside from Ironton, the 83 of Brianna Robinson. Row number 3 on the inside out of Frankfort, Ohio, the 711 machine of Zach Ackley. And on the outside, the 11J of Derek Smith. Row number 4, the 49 machine out of Jackson, Ohio, Brandon Oliver. And on the outside from Columbus, Ohio, the 5C of Clark Van Houten. Row number 5, the 610 of Matt Edmiston, the 84 of Dustin Gibbs. And row number 6, the 14 of Mike Conkle is going to be a scratch, so that'll move Fred Reichert up in the 7X, and the 22 of Evan Seitz. So 10 cars. So the green flag is out. And Robinson off the racetrack, off the backstretch, gathers it back up. So Dave Pinkerton supposed to be on the outside. Row number 1, he didn't make the call. So Davey Warnock are going to be our leader. Derek Smith into second. Dalton Cheney in third. Zach Ackley in fourth. Battle for the 5th and final transfer. Matt Edmiston gets sideways. Gathers it up. Clark Van Houten going to take over that 5th spot.